All right, and welcome to everyone that is just now joining this live stream. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Christian Populist for being first on this live stream. Hello, welcome. I'm just noticing that you're just now coming in, so hello. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this transitioned over, and I hope you guys like that transition effect right there. But today we are going to be playing the political process, and we're actually restarting what we had yesterday, so we actually do not have a job right now. So we have no career. We are a Democrat, and we are from Texas. We have 54% approval. And I just want to see, Archie, hello. Red and Blue Debates, hello. Is that a Red, White, and Ben? Red and Blue? I've actually never seen you here. But I really like the profile picture, actually. It looks cool. Muse the Reaper, hello. But, again, we are going to be restarting this, in the year 2020. I actually had to just kind of skip through. But the reason that I had to restart is mainly because of the beta, and the beta is basically the game now. So I wanted to get this thing started on the beta, and then the beta basically has a lot more features. It actually looks a lot cooler now, so I guess just from now on, I'm gonna have to start sticking to the beta, even if I have to restart the game because the game broke on me because it's in beta. And that's actually what happened last time. They updated the political process? No way. Technically they didn't update it, not the actual game, but they update the beta basically every week, every 2 weeks. The beta is basically that's kind of what I think it is now, is that the beta is basically the game now. Is the beta on Steam yet? Yes, it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and look to see what we got. I think we could just go right back for our house seat if we wanted to. I don't know if I'm going to be running against an incumbent, or we could go into the state legislature, but I don't think we would have that much power in terms of state legislating. They need to stop updating betas and start updating the game. You see, that's the thing about it is that, like, since if you could make everyone a beta player and then all those people would basically be reporting bugs, then whenever it comes to the actual game itself, then that's how you're gonna, that's basically how it's, I mean, I can kind of see why he has to do that, because for one, it's only him, running, this game. It's literally only him. Let's go ahead and go for that house seat again. Stephen Kinsley, I'll go ahead and put you as my campaign manager. Economic, let's go ahead. Let's do economic, reduce income tax, poverty, and crime. And then if we can start fundraising a lot, then I'm going to do a poll, and then we're going to change our campaign accordingly to whatever it is. Imagine multiplayer in the political process. That would be the best thing ever. Door knocking. Let's go ahead and do some door knocking. Wow, we have a lot of name recognition to go for. Finance opponents. Yeah, we're actually running against an incumbent, but they're actually being challenged by someone else. That's actually interesting. I've never seen that before. Usually I'm the only one. It looks like there's no Republicans running in this primary, but the incumbent Democrat is being primaried by 2 other people, including myself. Go ahead and make contact with all these organizations. What new features does the beta have? I will show you guys Actually, it is week 3 of 2020. Whenever week 6 comes up, I will show y'all what it looks like. Woo! Yeah, let's go. Now we should be getting some finances coming in. Donate some personal funds. Let's see if I actually have any. Let's donate $100,000 to my campaign. In an internet, let's do $20,000. $8,000 per turn. Dallas. Right click and press properties, go to where, yeah, that's actually, okay, so if you're watching this right now, I'm going to read exactly what Jake from State Farm, by the way, welcome Jake from State Farm, thank you so much for joining this live stream, I haven't seen you in a while. Right click and press properties, go where it says betas on the left hand side, and then where it says select the beta you would like to opt into, press it and switch to the version 0.16 beta. That is how you go into the beta for the game. So if you have not gone into the beta, absolutely do recommend if you want to stay up to date with this game, and that is the easiest way. So I'm going to show you guys whenever we go into marketing details. In economy, you obviously see there's a difference here. We can actually campaign on universal basic income, labor unions, the Green New Deal. Go over to education. We have arming teachers, science funding, school choice, free college tuition. Teacher salaries, universal preschool, free community college. Over to poverty, we have the minimum wage, income gap, government aid, universal basic income is actually the only new thing. And you will notice that there is other ads up here, not just general attack, but there's other ads. I'll show you guys what that means in a second. Carbon tax to wealth tax is another one that we can actually campaign on. The death penalty. We have in guns, we have concealed carry, mental health. Basically means regulating the sale of guns to individuals with mental health conditions. Concealed carry. Gun data collection. Wow, that's a big one. Arming teachers, waiting periods, and permitless concealed carry. Nothing on infrastructure. And health is actually one of my favorite ones to start campaigning on now. Medicaid expansion, single-payer healthcare, public option, regulate drug prices, buy Medicare, pre-existing conditions, pregnancy coverage, sick premium, preventative services, limited health coverage, and then label GMOs. Reduce fossil fuels, auto standards in environments, and then go over to miscellaneous. We have the electoral college, same-sex benefits. Go over to budget. We have science funding, military budget, economic growth, food stamps, immigration. We have child immigrants, actually. That's relevant as hell. And military, we have transgender military. But if I go back, we go over to other ads. What we can actually do is that we have traits. Trait ads focus on how your positive traits make you the best candidate for the job. They will help increase voter enthusiasm and name recognition. Attack traits. We can actually attack the traits of our opponents. So if we could actually attack the incumbent, he's careless. So we could actually say, this guy is careless. Why should you guys vote for him? Vote for me. So let's go ahead and invest $25,000 into his carelessness. Doesn't seem to have done anything, but we got 1.4 million off of that. I'm going to be first lady one day. Haha! So am I. Oh, man. 70,000. We're just getting a pretty good amount of money, but we need to... Seems that we're losing money right now. Go to poll data, 500, voter intention. Let's do priorities, economic, education, taxes, poverty, and health. So you can actually see whenever we do a... voter poll now, it actually shows what party they're in. So we can actually see Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. All of them are Democrat. We have no Republicans running in this race right now. So I am Davis Crawford. I have 25% of the vote, and it looks like that the incumbent representative is going to pretty much win this. So we have a couple of options right now. We could actually basically just fundraise ourselves into the spotlight. And even if we don't have the ability to win this election, we can fundraise, and then we can just do as many of these public interviews actually as we can. Actually, that actually might help. Go to rallies. We need to be doing rallies, and we need to be doing interviews, because the interviews seem to be helping us a lot. I also need to be running some general ads. Let's go over to finance, $117,000. Can you drop out of the race in game? Yes, I can. And if let's do another voter intention poll. Let's increase the amount of people that are being polled. Let's do voter intention. Voter intention, very same amount, so we are very likely to lose this race. We're at 6% of public opinion right now. And this is our last try. We're also going to be doing so 111. Let's do a general ad on the economy. Did not help at all. And our voter enthusiasm actually among Democrats is only 53%, so no wonder we're losing this race. Poll data, 523% of the vote. So that is very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and go over to the next week. See what the damage is. Gonna lose this race by a pretty substantial margin. Oh, we actually got it with under 60% for the incumbent. Hard fought. Oh, I actually completely forgot, but we have a new presidential map. I completely forgot to talk about week 6. But week 6, we actually see that these presidential primaries actually have color indicators, so we can actually see, instead of looking at the results themselves every single time they pop up, we actually have a map to look at. We actually see that Stephanie Jensen is winning the overall primary right now. So let's look how many delegates she has. 1,780 delegates against English's 1,679 or 97 delegates. We also have Stark with Tony Stark is running in his presidential race. Interesting. But Texas, let's see who won in Texas. Stephanie Jensen, 119 delegates out of the state of Texas. Ernie Stark, 75. Murray English, 50, and Spencer Hong with 44. We'd be getting some rip-off PG. You said Abrams is running, not sure about that, but Warnock might lose in 2022. I think one of the Democrats is going to lose in 2022 unless, like, Georgia voters really like them, but we really won't know until 2022 starts coming around. What are your thoughts on the new infrastructure bill? I think infrastructure is very important. We see West Virginia was won by Stephanie Jensen. But I think infrastructure is very important. I think that we should try to at least hear this infrastructure bill out. But if it's a bad bill, it's a bad bill. I'm still kind of taking it with a grain of salt right now. So we see Kentucky, Idaho just happened. And New Mexico, Murray English wins in New Mexico. It's Cool. And then once a winner is declared, Florida just happened. Once a winner is declared, we see that the 2020 Democratic presidential nominee has been selected. And it shows us that Stephanie Jensen has won the Democratic nomination and that she selected Eleanor Goddard as her running mate. So she's the vice presidential nominee of the Democratic Party. Then we can actually look at the Republican primary. Wow, look at that. Boyce. Oh, I think, this is the incumbent Republican. So he still gets to be primaried every time, but he seems to have been unopposed in this primary and won all 2,411 delegates. So that is cool to see. I really like this, to see these primaries having like state maps now. You can see how colorful they can get. So let's look. For federal, we see that Clayton Coleman is the Democratic nominee for Senate, and that Bob Barrera is the incumbent, and he is winning his seat. So we're gonna go ahead. So whenever you do not have a job, this is a really cool feature right here. You can skip to the next significant week. Let's go ahead and watch this presidential election. And North Carolina, where are you going? And red. Ohio goes red. Pennsylvania, where are you going? Florida goes red. Pennsylvania, where are you going? Pennsylvania goes red, then that means Boyce is going to win. Ooh, Pennsylvania goes blue. Colorado goes blue. Michigan goes red. Wisconsin is going to be the kicker here. Yep, and Wisconsin throws him over the top. Mac Boyce with 284 electoral votes, and he loses the presidential election by popular vote again. He wins in the electoral college, but loses the popular vote. That he literally, this is the second time in a row that the Republican has lost the popular vote. Let's go ahead and see what happened nationwide in terms of the federal legislature, and we see that Republicans. It is a split Senate in 2020. In 2020, Republicans gained in... so Democrats gained 1 seat. Republicans net gained 2 seats. Wow. In 2020, the Democrat won in Georgia. The Democrat won in Georgia. That is cool. We see that the Republican also won in Michigan and New Hampshire. But the Republicans also won pretty comfortably, actually, in the state of Iowa. I think if Republicans might run a moderate in Pennsylvania, they most likely keep the Senate there. Yeah. But what the hell is a moderate anymore? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip. So it's 2021. I think municipal elections might be happening now. Probably not. Yeah, no. Ah, no one's retiring in 2022! Damn. I might have to wait until 2024 to run. Because I can't just sit here and just, like, run in these... I mean, I could go for governor. I could probably go for governor. I mean, I can't go for U.S. House Representative. I mean, I could go for governor, and if I lose... You got this music again? Yeah, this is, like, the only music that's in this game. But if I go for governor, I mean, I could get the approval, I could get the name recognition, and then I can also, basically, like, get the fundraising, too. I'd be able to fundraise like a hoe in this one. Or I could wait until 2024 and then go for House. Go for House now. Well, I'm gonna lose again because I'm running against an incumbent. I just ran against an incumbent in 2021 or 2020. So if I go for House again, I'm gonna lose. Always a hard choice because you're just like, what should I do? All right, I'm gonna hold a straw poll real quick. Alright, I'll send that over to you guys. Go ahead and vote in that real quick. We have 20 people watching this. I'll go ahead and use this time. If you guys are watching this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything that I miss or make on this channel. I really like to make more content, so definitely do just support me in any way that you can. Subscribing is the best way to do that. We have 19 people watching this and 9 likes, so let's go ahead and get up to 20 likes on this video. So again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. PG, I'll send you a summary by email to info you about the political situation in Brazil. That would make you good use of this info in your GPS 4 series with Brazil. Make my country big. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Go ahead and email me that. I actually do have a Brazilian economist that is going to be guiding me through Brazil and how to play Brazil on Power and Revolution. He'll be contributing heavily to that Brazil series, so I cannot wait to make that Brazil series. But I'm kind of thinking that that's going to be the first series that I make after the 2021 edition comes out. Go ahead and look at the results, and it looks like that governor is, so with the 11 votes in, we have a governor that is winning 73% of the votes. State House is getting 2%. Or 18%, and Federal House is getting a whopping 9% or 1 vote. I guess everyone really wants me to run for governor, so I guess we will run for governor. Stephen Kinsley is going to be an open primary. This is the only open primary that I'm going to be able to do, because the current governor is not retiring or stepping down, basically. Let's campaign on increasing the minimum wage. I think Republicans could get behind that. Eligibility. Universal preschool, I think. And then poverty. And we're going to do a poll once we actually get some campaign financing going on. Let's go ahead and open 10 field offices. And let's do some door knocking. A quarter of it is going to be going to door knocking. Just train all the staff. And then spend everything on internet ads. And opponents, we have an incumbent Republican governor and a very full primary right now. You should do a Republican in California series after this one, possibly. Actually, possibly. We could probably do that. Let's do finance, voter intention, priorities, economy, education, taxes, poverty, guns and crime, and health. $44,000 there. Davis Crawford is in the lead right now. Very full primary, so we have a lot of people that are eating away at each other's votes. So we have healthcare, taxes, and economy. So I could do healthcare. Healthcare, taxes, and economy. We have a lot of people in Texas. Go to poll data. So 64% support raising the minimum wage, 46% support increased government spending to improve the economy, 26% support universal basic income. So I'm going to say that I'm against the universal basic income. So I probably should be against that in the first place. We're gonna oppose, support, support. Support or oppose making abortions illegal. So we are at health. I oppose universal basic health care. Support Medicaid expansion. All of these have no effect. So we're very likely to win this, but I'm not doing that well whenever it comes to voter enthusiasm. Yeah, that was a little bit better. Okay, let's go to the election. And we're very likely to win this, but we also have a chance of not winning, so let's not get our hopes too high. We win! We win the Democratic primary. Alright, so we have a very hard walk ahead of us. It's a good victory, but we have a struggle ahead of us. Your opponent has a larger base of supporters, so we're going to have to steal some voters if we hope to win. That means we need to adjust our campaign platform to appeal to the largest possible audience. Independent voters will be very important. Yes, they will. Events, protege. You are too moderate, it looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my campaign platform again and policy. So we're gonna, so since we're finally in the, we're gonna go through all of these. Just get every single one. We're gonna get the opinion of everything that we got. It's gonna be expensive, $78,000. Approval rating, 53%. Benny Webb actually has 52%, so we're higher. But, yep, we see that Benny Webb has a very, very, very good chance at winning this election. Policy support. So we're gonna have to adjust our platform to try and appeal to Republican voters and say, hey, we really, really want you to vote for me. So we can keep the higher minimum wage. Increase government spending to improve the economy. Democrats really won't like that. If I kind of like turn against that. 52%. Support cutting taxes to improve the economy. 25% support a universal basic income. We don't even have to worry about that. 55% support labor unions. We could actually do universal preschool. We could keep that. Actually, policy presets. So if I am a fiscal conservative, no. Social liberal, fiscal conservative. Economy, economic growth. Let's do decrease, decrease, increase. Lower taxes, decrease spending. Raise taxes. And oppose a flat tax. It's a little bit closer now. We're really killing it with the Republican votes that we're getting. We need to get more independents. The independents are actually, because if we can actually get the independents to start coming over, if we can flip this, get 52% of independents and then 48% of independents over there, I think we could win. Collin County. What is he running for, governor? We need to get the Republican vote to like 55, 60, somewhere around there. Look how much money we're making per turn. Jesus Christ. So screw the fundraising. You know what? Actually, I'm an idiot. We need to. I just realized that I'm an idiot. Why am I not looking at his platform? Because if this is like the Achilles heel of like any campaign in this game. I swear to God, like you can, and especially we're gonna run an attack ad against him now because of it. What we also need to do, he is gullible, intuitive, upbeat, and I have no idea what the hell that word that is. I'm gonna go ahead and Google that real quick. Fond of company and sociable. Okay. I'm an idiot. If they don't like Social Security, their career is over. Oh man, look at that. $25 million in donations. He has an absolute fundraising, yeah, he has an absolute fundraising, what do you call it? Not potential. I can't even think of English right now. But anyway, let's, attack ad. You're an idiot. Social Security, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. $1 million. Ooh-wee. Next day, poverty. Let's go ahead and run a Social Security ad about myself. Ooh. Ooh. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. Welcome to the live stream. Finance. Let's go ahead and open some more volunteer centers. Opponents. Let's see what else he has. I am opposed to universal basic income. Of course you are. Hey, at least he believes in increasing funding to science. So he's decreasing, decreasing, and increasing. I just won a Senate seat in Pennsylvania by 120,000 votes. Jesus, nice. Climate change is real, but it's caused by nature. So he is an accountant, investment banker, city council member, and a governor. I am really lacking with Republicans right now. So literally right before the election, I'm gonna launch a massive attack ad on his ass. Better intention. Benny Webb, it's gonna be a very close election. Independents are still not flipped. So I'm gonna... I'm gonna be a moderate. Ooh, yeah, that really hurt me. So go back to fiscal conservative. Do another poll. Oh, we're 50% with independents. We are 50%. And we're running out of money. So we're gonna do 2 million on economy. Let's do a debate. Advocate for moderate principles of compromise and bipartisan. The best way to work. The best way forward is to move together. Is to work together. Let's do that so we can get those independents. Really, no one, it's my economic growth that's hurting me so bad. So let's do $1.3 million in economic growth. We're gonna do that, the questionnaire, and then we're gonna send the rest of it onto his poverty. Let's look, see if it's still there. Social Security is unnecessary. That's probably going to be the Achilles heel for him. And if it's not, oh well, we can run in 2 years. But we have the name recognition throughout the entire state, so. Poverty, Social Security. We're gonna basically spend the rest of what we got, $3 million. Continue. and then poverty, social security, the rest of what we got into ourselves. Hit that. And do one last rally. We get 20,000 additional voters for ourselves. Alright. It was a good run. What's the biggest win you got in this game? I can't really remember off the top of my head. Alright. This is what we got. Get your popcorn. Get everything together. Let's go ahead and open. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we spent the rest of our money. We spent the rest of our money on. We can't even do a campaign in Rusk County. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. No county map anymore, unfortunately. And we lost. Damn. Lost by about 100,000 votes. Very close election. About as close as it was, I think, in 2018, in the Senate. The governor race, the last gubernatorial race, was pretty. Governor Abbott actually won by about 10 points. Yeah, no more county map for Senate or at least in the election. I'll show you guys. I'll actually pull up a county map in a second. But yeah, 48.6% to 51.4%. Let's go ahead and go through, and we will pull up the county map. So if you go over to governor, we can see that. So we had Williamson County and Hayes County were not blue. Harris County, and whatever county this is, I actually don't know what county this is. We had a blue southern belt. Even Zapata was blue. El Paso is blue. We didn't flip anything, you know, in the North Texas area. The only blue county that we see is Dallas County. Tarrant County didn't even flip blue, even though we're from Tarrant County. Cameron County seems to be blue. But Collin and Denton County were not blue. So that means that if we run again for gubernatorial in 2026, then we could possibly, if we run in 2026, then we could actually run on a pretty good slate, and we would be very likely to win the primary, and then we could also have a fundraising advantage finally whenever it comes to we could actually have a fundraising advantage whenever it comes to the primary and whenever it comes to the general election. Let's go to general. Say all. What about Senate? We are 2 years away from a Senate election in Texas. So, still no job! We need to win an election. Your campaign has gone into debt. 14 field offices have been closed. Skip time. So let's go. So we have school board, city council, and mayoral elections. President Mac Boyce has reached his presidential term limit and will not be seeking re-election in 2024. So let's go. We're not going to go into a municipal race. We're just kind of like Richard Nixon right now, where he basically kept running in different kinds of elections and then just never won. Have you ever thought about doing a tutorial in this game? There's actually a friend of mine that's doing tutorials for this game, so I would definitely recommend subscribing to them. It's a Remor Mortus something? It's in my recommended list, so it's Remor. Go subscribe to Remor, and he's doing a lot of political process tutorials, but I wouldn't say no to political process tutorials. Alright, let's look. Bob Barrera has decided to retire and will not seek re-election. If you run in this election, you have a good chance of winning. Let's go ahead and go for U.S. House. But we also have a presidential race, and people are telling me to run for president, which I want political experience. I don't want to go for... Are you going to run for Congress while you wait to be governor? Yeah. U.S. House, U.S. Senate. I could go for the U.S. Senate seat. I mean, I just ran for governor. I'll go for U.S. House. Don't run for president. It's boring when it's just president. Yeah. It's kind of fun to be president, especially whenever you're running, and then somewhat whenever you're actually playing as president. I actually have had a little bit of fun playing as president, but I don't know. So, House or Senate? House or Senate? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. Leave if he hollers, let him go. You are not it. U.S. House, let's go. Economic. Raise minimum wage. We can actually run a pretty liberal policy right here. Poverty, lower poverty, and crime. Finance, see how much money we're making. We are very likely to win this because we are literally, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Like, we're the most well-known. I still have a Republican policy. But at least that works whenever it comes to social liberal, fiscal liberal. There we go. %. We are absolutely slated to win this election. Finally. Just be like, hey, you remember this guy that's lost literally every single election in the past, like, 4 years? He's back again, and you want to vote for his ass? Yeah, hell yeah. We are literally unopposed. And we win our very first election with a very, very substantial majority. Tja, look at that. We're not even opposed. We're opposed in the primary. But Republicans seem to not want to throw anyone into a very, very safe Democratic seat. Who am I debating against? Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm so suspenseful. You want to watch the presidential election? Yes, I do. Oh, shit. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Oh, shit. Hang on, where's Texas going? Let's look at Texas. Go, come on, Texas. Come on, Texas. Come on. Oh, damn. Oh, run, man. That, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. That's big. I think that's bigger than an Obama margin. I mean, Ohio. I mean, he made up for Indiana with Georgia of all places. Jesus Christ. I was literally playing as a Democrat in Georgia last night, and I think I ran for governor or something like that. And I tried to flip the state blue whenever it came to the presidential election. But nope, didn't work. Actually, I became governor. I am a blue governor in another game, but wow, that is 75 million votes to 62. I mean, that's an absolute majority right there. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen Georgia go blue in terms of this game. But holy crap, blue Georgia, guys. Let's go ahead and see what happened to Georgia whenever it came to the House of Representatives. Yep, they did seem to trend a little bit more blue. Senate, they did not have a Senate election, so they missed the opportunity to go blue. Let's go to federal Senate. Oh, they actually do have a blue senator. They actually do. They have a Republican senator and a Democrat senator. Can we see the margin in Georgia? Yes, we can. Thank you for reminding me. Elections, president, and let's look at the exit polls. See how close Georgia was. Georgia, 50.5 to 49.5. He won by a whole point, but he won by about 35,000 votes, it looks like. And it looks like that the independent vote, he actually got more independents to vote for him than his Republican rival. Less Democrats voted in this one. Let's look. So he actually got less of his own party to vote for him. So yeah, it definitely was. He actually got a lot, like 200,000 Republican votes. So it was the Republican votes that defected from the Republican and the independents. They got way more independent votes. I mean, he got like 50,000 more independents to vote for him. PGYMI as a senator for 3 terms, being the leader of the majority. It can't be a member of the Foreign Affairs, Budget, Ethics, etc. Well, are those the ones that literally say, like, unavailable? If it says unavailable, man's debated himself. Yeah, I know. If it says unavailable, then that's the reason why. Because those committees just have not been added to the game yet. I think I'll actually be able to see it because I just got elected into the House of Representatives, so I'll be able to see. So, progressive Democrats, moderate Democrats. Let's go ahead and join the moderate Democrats. We are not going to throw our hat into the ring for Speaker. Let's go ahead and do Amber Chen. Vote for Speaker of the House. Vote for her. Looks like we have 235 to 200. Nomination process for party leader. Let's say yes. See if I can actually try to do that. Dennis Crawford, we actually got a pretty good amount of votes. Select your committees. Let's go ahead and look. So you're talking about the Foreign Affairs, Budget, and Ethics Committee. So if we're talking about budget, ethics, and foreign affairs, yeah, they are unavailable. So yeah, anything that says unavailable, I absolutely would love to be on the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, or at least even Intelligence, House Administration, Homeland Security, especially Foreign Affairs, or even Budget. But these committees are unavailable because there's no laws that basically pertain to these committees. So once we do see that these laws are going to be able to be added, whenever we see more laws being added, then we will definitely see that we are going to be able to get on to the Budget Committee, or the Ethics Committee, or the Foreign Affairs Committee. But until then, we really don't have. We only have the committees that we're able to get on right now. So usually, I like to put myself on maybe at least one exclusive committee. So I'm going to put myself on the Financial Services Committee. This is banking legislation and anything concerning community development or housing programs. So I'll put myself on that, and then I'll obviously put myself on the Judiciary Committee. I like to put myself on a Judiciary Committee because I like to affect a crime in the country. So let's go ahead and put myself on that. So we're going to put myself on Housing and Insurance, and again, all of these are unavailable. Capital markets and government-sponsored enterprises, financial institutions and consumer credits, monetary policy and trade, and oversight investigation. All of those are unavailable because there's nothing that you can actually do in those committees. So we're going to put ourselves on Housing and Insurance, and then for the subcommittee for the Judiciary, I will put myself on Crime, Terrorism, Homeland Security, and Investigations. Nomination process for party chair. Throw my hat in the ring in there for that. And we only get one vote for myself. Yes, we will follow your capable leadership, even though we don't think it is that capable. Can you lower age for Social Security in the game? I can, but I'm not going to. So, first things first, let's go over to crime, and let's go ahead and eliminate those federal prison sentences for drugs. How much are we actually spending on that, and how much are we going to be saving? $2.8 billion, 86,000 people are imprisoned by this. Let's go ahead and eliminate those drug sentences. It's going to be sent into the committee for myself. Archibald Hutchins has said, and so the president actually supports HR 1. So we're going to be looking at HR 1 today, and the caucus leader, I support this legislation, and the legislation will be good for our constituents. So what I want to figure out first is, let's go ahead and look at the Senate. So we have a blue Senate. Yep, we do. We have a split seat apportionment in places like Georgia, Michigan, and New Hampshire, and we actually have 2 blue senators from Arizona and Nevada, and hopefully we can get a blue Texas very, very soon. That will possibly be us. The political process is a wonderful game and can improve a lot in many ways. I like having other countries. You can be secretary of some folder, add more legislation, etc. Absolutely, I agree. Policy-wise, okay, but he didn't set the standard he should have, like with how he acted. That was a response to someone else's question. Do you think Trump handled COVID well? I think he should have handled it a little bit better than he did. I think he, because pandemics, I've been studying pandemics for many years. I knew this was going to come. I knew something like COVID was going to happen. I think a lot of us knew it was going to happen, but we never really thought about it. It was something that whenever I was a kid, I woke up and would see like the news talking about the swine flu. And after swine flu, I actually after the swine flu, I actually did a lot of research into things like the bubonic plague, the Spanish flu, a lot of these diseases that ravaged humanity, and it made me want to look up, protocols, things that happened during these pandemics, and unfortunately, the one time that we finally get this pandemic to happen, we're not prepared. And this isn't necessarily the fault of the Trump administration. I think the Trump administration could have done a couple of things very, very differently. He could have acted a way more sooner, but I did like how quickly he did act on banning travel to and from China. So that was one of the biggest things that I kind of thought was really good about it. But even, you know, that audio recording came out and he basically said, you know, like, I don't want to cause a panic, which I kind of understand why he did that. Why you wouldn't want to cause a panic, something like that. But this is the failure of not only the Trump administration, but the Obama administration. I mean, the Bush administration. I mean, he had to deal with, you know, SARS, the first SARS disease. Obama administration had swine flu, and they barely even did that. We didn't even have to go as far as we did with the with what we're doing right now in the swine flu, and the swine flu was just as widespread. They actually said that there were over 60 million positive possible cases of swine flu back in 2009, 2010. So it's kind of a hard ask, but you can't necessarily predict these things. And that's the thing that I kind of see about it, is that you can't predict whenever a global pandemic is going to happen, and you don't know what it's going to do until it happens. I necessarily didn't really think that this was going to be that bad until I kind of watched what it was doing and where it was going, how many people were getting infected, and I was just like, oh crap, this is gonna be it. This is the new pandemic. So, anyway, since I was talking for so long, let's go ahead and, budget resolution, not a law, blah, 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 blah. Creates a free community college program. Let's go ahead and support that legislation. 377 people vote in favor of that legislation. Let's go ahead and continue, and then let's go over to HR 1. And let's support it. It actually gets 8 Republicans to vote in favor of it. And then, support. Democrats actually voted against it. Arizona, California. It's actually a Los Angeles district right here. Florida 22. Pennsylvania 6, Texas 29, Washington 9, and Wisconsin 4. Alright, passes the Senate committee 11-9. Conference report comes back. Let's go ahead and support it again. And 63-37. And President Biff Knowles has signed your bill into law. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We finally passed our first bill that we introduced into the House of Representatives, and it gets passed. Okay, so we have HR 5, HR 3, HR 4, and HR 2. So we have Medicare, TANF, gasoline tax, and free community college on the floor of the House of Representatives. Let's go ahead and do a legislative vote. And establishes the program. Let's go ahead and support that. 235, very party line vote. Actually gets 2... Who has majority in the House right now? Oh, okay, actually, 21 Democrats voted against it. Highly doubt that's going to pass the Senate. I'd be surprised if it did. Gasoline tax. Let's say no. TANF. No. Oh, those are amendment votes. And then payroll tax. Let's say no. Vote on legislation, Medicare. Yeah, we'll go ahead and vote for that, just so we can actually reduce the deficit. That's going to be a deficit reducing kind of thing. TANF. Let's oppose that amendment, and Republicans actually come over and support it. And let's oppose. Gasoline tax. I think we'll support this. We will support this, and then support all party line. Increase minimum wage. So we already reduced crime. So reduce crime. Reduce the military budget. Your constituent Madison Hartman, really? And it expires 2027. So reduce poverty, increase minimum wage. So let's go poverty, minimum wage. Let's go ahead and increase the minimum wage to $12 an hour. 21 to 17. It's going to be a very close one, looks like. Grants for low-income school districts. We could actually vote for this. We're going to say no to an amendment, and an amendment is proposed. We're going to oppose the amendment. Party line votes. And let's support. And it goes party line. So if it's going to go party line in the House, then it's definitely going to go party line in the Senate. It's going to barely pass the Senate. Go to the next turn, and then our vote is there. Let's oppose the amendment, and Republicans are actually going to be supporting us on this. And let's support. Oh, no, never mind. It's a party line vote, and we lose 4 votes for the Democrats. But the president does support H.R. 6. 12 to 10 in the Senate. Wow. 52 to 48. Yep, we lose 1 Democrat in the House, in the Senate, so it's gonna go to the president's desk, and he should sign it into law. Yep, it signed it into law. Increase the minimum wage, and I have successfully completed the following challenge. So awesome to see that. And then go to other. Social services. Poverty. Let's do something to reduce poverty. Community development grants. Actually, universal preschool. $65 billion is going to be a lot. Community college is free throughout the entire state. Or country, actually. Universal health care. Medicaid expansion. Crime. City police grants. SNAP. Permanent housing. Homeless shelters. Public housing. Let's go ahead and expand public housing. %. Think we could do that. It's going to be a few $billion. Committee hearing. Increase expenditure about $4.9 billion. Provide an additional 781,000 people. We should increase eligibility. I don't see any reason to make changes to public housing. Let's go over to the committee vote. Let's oppose. And support. I think we are a part of the committee. Which one are we in? We're in the... So here it is on the floor debate. Let's oppose. Basic party line vote. Support. 2 Republicans actually supported this legislation. So it was Judd Rosenberg from Texas 13 and Hamilton Patterson from Texas 12. So 2 Texas Republicans actually helped us on this. PG, do you support the Muslim ban? Well, I wouldn't call it a Muslim ban, but I haven't thought about the Muslim ban in a while. But because it wasn't necessarily against all Muslim countries. There was a pretty substantial amount of bans of travel, you know, against Saudi Arabia. You know, we're pretty close to Saudi Arabia. Just terrorist hotbeds, basically. So on one hand, I can see why it was there. On the other hand, I really wouldn't say that it was something racist. I really wouldn't say that the Muslim ban was because we're calling it the Muslim ban, and I'm only saying Muslim ban just because that's how you're gonna recognize it. Some of the countries on there that were banned, I think it made sense. I think Venezuela was also on there. So it's kind of a difficult question to answer because, you know, yeah, I think I kind of see why we had it, and I kind of support why it was there, you know. 12 to 10, 53 to 47, and the president signed it to law. Awesome. Ivanka Trump would have political intentions to start with the Florida Senate is real, and she would have chances. I mean, if she starts up in a district that they all really like Trump, then yeah, I think that would make sense, but Florida is pretty pro-Trump. I mean, I think they were the most pro-Trump out of every other state in the country. We're gonna go ahead and commerce, justice, and science. Let's go ahead and make amendments to this. Judicial, justice. Let's do 500 million additional dollars to NASA. Cut some from the National Science Foundation. There we go. We're going to go into the year 2026. I think we're going to be up. Oh, Governor Benny Webb will not be seeking re-election due to reaching a term. Wait, what? Okay, that's wrong. Due to reaching the term limit for this position. So, I guess that's just because of the game. I think it's because he applied it to everywhere. But it's actually kind of funny because Texas has no term limits for gubernatorial seats. So this guy could literally run as many elections as he wants. That's the first time I've ever noticed it for Texas. Yeah, Texas does not have term limits, so that's wrong, but I also think that that's because it's applied throughout the entire game and not midterm year under a Democratic president. Oh boy. So we have the option to run for governor. Could. But I could also stay in the House, you know, for a couple of turns. Let's look. So we have a senator seat up, we have a governor seat, we have state representative, we also have part chair. Stay in the house, please. Give me $10 and I'll stay in the house. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna stay in the house. Run for the House of Representatives again. We're gonna say yes. This guy is still on my team. Reduce the income tax. We're gonna do tax reform then. Reduce poverty. And reduce crime. And we are unopposed again. You know what? I'm an idiot too. I completely forgot that this analysis device. Ooh. May indicate your policy positions do not match the values of the voters, or it could indicate, okay, we could actually take this into account. What I need to be doing, events, automate. We should have been fundraising like this entire time. Stay in the house, become speaker. I did not. Thank you so much, a person, for donating. I appreciate it. All right. Automate, yes. I need to be automating this. Like, I should have been fundraising like the entire time I was in office. Yes. Campaign. Finance. Oh, I'm debating myself again. Let's attack records of your opponent's records and policies. Can you do fundraisers or rallies for other candidates in the state? Yes, you can. President Biff Knowles will be seeking re-election. Okay, so I've been streaming for nearly an hour and a half. It is 3 o'clock where I am, so... I'm gonna step away for, like, a few minutes, and then I am going to come back, and I'm gonna finish this off. We're gonna go to the year 2028, run for a re-election again, and then we're gonna watch the presidential race, because I really want to watch the presidential election before I go. So I'm gonna step away for, like, 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I am sorry for stepping away like that, but that means that I have... only reason I could do that, I wanted to do that, is so I could actually stream for a little bit longer for you guys. Because I know you guys miss me, want me to make more content, so here I am, and I will be able to stream for a little bit longer for you guys. Alright. I think we're gonna try to play to like 2030. Okay. Trying to catch my breath here. Streaming is always fun. Streaming is always fun. Alright, so in 2027, the following elections will take place. School board, city council, mayor. Presidential election will begin next year. Biff Knowles will be seeking re-election. I've actually never seen a president not seek re-election. You usually always see 2 terms, except they always lose their term whenever they have a really bad time. Alright, so let's go to the next year. Opening a new term. Nomination process for Speaker of the House. Nominees, do you want to run for Speaker of the House? Yeah, we could try. And we get no votes, of course. 215. Whoa! Very slim majority! What happened? What happened to them? What happened? Let's look. In the House. Yeah, Republicans. Wow, look at that. 219 to 216. They had the House majority since like 2022. 2023. So, select my committees. Ways and Means. Health. Social Security. What can I do to put myself on Social Security? I don't want to put myself on appropriations yet. Over Medicaid, but does not have the jurisdiction over Medicare. Financial services. Which one is it? Taxes and... Oh, this is the Ways and Means. I'm an idiot. Why is it so hard to become a House leader? Because you need the political points for it. That's basically because they changed the way it happens. Because before, you were supposed to have the most political points in order to become Speaker of the House, but now they actually have votes for leadership roles, which are still kind of apportioned by leadership points. I gotta go for 10 minutes sad. Aw. Okay, so I'll put myself on Ways and Means and the Judiciary. So, yeah, Ways and Means, and I put myself on Social Security. And then, ooh, I can be the ranking member of the Judiciary. That is awesome. I'm already a leader. Look at that. Hell yeah. I'm already a leader. Alright, so do I want to be ranking member of Immigration or Border Security, Crime, Terrorism, Homeland Security, Investigations, or Courts, Intellectual Property, and the Internet? So subcommittee, jurisdiction over criminal justice policy. It oversees legislation regarding gun regulations, prison sentence lengths, and criminal justice rehabilitation, which is the one I was on last time. The subcommittee has jurisdiction over federal courts, including legislation establishes federal drug courts. I'll go ahead and do crime. I'll be a ranking member of that. I cannot wait for the Constitution and civil justice. Or regulatory reform, commercial, and antitrust law. I want that. I want that as a committee. But yeah, we will be the ranking member. And caucus chair. Let's try to be the chair of the caucus. 38. Barely. I'm getting there. Look at that. I'm getting there. I am getting there. Davis Crawford. 39 votes for the caucus chair. Look forward to your capable leadership. budget resolution. Why did I vote for that? Because that actually makes Democrats hate me. So we actually have influence in the House. Okay, so let's go over to metrics, go to nation, and then let's go to budget. We actually have a surplus. Look at that. We have a very good surplus right now. What about Social Security? So we need to reform Social Security real quick. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to go to poverty. We're going to go to Social Security. So we need to get a surplus in Social Security. And a way to do that is that we need to increase the retirement age. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We already get $10 billion surplus there. Let's do it at the ripe old age of 69. That's going to be the best one to put it to. And we can decrease the payroll tax rate to 5%. We actually get about a $75 billion surplus there. And now only affects the tax revenue we make off of it. So let's do it at the ripe old age of 69. And how do we have a budget conference report? Let's go ahead and oppose that. Oh yeah, now they want to vote for it. Jesus Christ. 5.1 to 5, and then let's go ahead and support. Actually get some really weird bipartisan support there. Same amount of Democrats and Republicans actually oppose the legislation. The president opposes H.R. 1. Damn. Unless we can pass it by a 2/3 majority in both houses, then it's not going to get past that presidential veto. Okay, so we have a 2/3 majority here. And let's see. Has been rejected by the committee, 9 to 17, so it does not get past the Senate. That is very unfortunate that they do not want to reform Social Security before it runs out of money. Oh yeah, yeah. So you get to do that, but okay, yeah, whatever. Oh man. Of course. No one wants to touch Social Security, do they? 30. Let's oppose. Enough Republicans actually oppose that. Let's oppose again, and it barely passes with a few Democratic votes. Let's go over here. I have $4.3 million in my campaign right now. Did anyone expect the shifts in the Rio Grande Valley? A little bit. I think I actually kind of saw it coming. Because what I was kind of saying before this election was going to happen, it was going to be the first election that basically white people in the suburbs basically flocked from the Republican Party, but then minorities actually were going to start going to the Republican Party. So I actually thought before this was going to happen that there was going to be a demographic shift, and that it wasn't about the demographic shift that a lot of people say, well, I mean, Democrats are going to win because of demographics, changing demographics and all that. I think that's only relevant whenever the changing demographics happen extremely quickly. But whenever you have several decades to really get your political lines in order, then you're gonna see that a lot of these, a lot of them are gonna vote not the way you would expect them to. So I kind of did see that there was going to be a possible demographic shift in terms of the Republicans and Democrats. So the Rio Grande Valley was exciting to see, but it wasn't exactly a surprise. Let's go ahead and increase the child tax credit by about $1,000. About $1,500 then. I introduced that. I introduced that as a tax reform. I don't know why I just did it as a tax reform. Should have just did it in one bill. This bill will hurt the government's capacity to provide services to its citizens. I believe the intentions behind this legislation are sincere, but I do not believe it is right for our country. I therefore encourage everyone to vote against it. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, but actually, I guess bipartisan support. And it gets bipartisan support again. But the president actually opposes it. Barely. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. So it failed. Oh, it failed. Damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and go... Ooh, what was that? But it's not something I can support. Alright, so... State Representative Sebastian Pardes will not seek re-election. And then Harry Cook will not seek re-election. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow you guys. States. State House. Elections. States. State House. Can I follow you? Sebastian... Ah, really? Search details. Go to profile. Can I not follow you? He's on the Education and Commerce, Labor, and Career Development Committee of the state of Texas. He was an elementary school teacher. State House is actually pretty close. Oh, look at that! It was literally split. Never seen that before. Actually, I think I have. Alright, it is the year 2028. We can run for re-election again. Let's go ahead and do that. We're very likely to be unopposed. Let's reduce the Social Security tax. Crime. And poverty. Opponents. Oh, I'm actually going to be opposed this time. Huh. He maxed out at 12,867 votes. Look at me, I'm at 85,000. This is just the primary. Crap. See, what I wanted to do is I wanted to watch. Let's go over to elections. President. So they are running on the same ticket again. Let's look. Wow. Oh god, this guy just sweeped. It was a four-way race and he sweeped. Won every single contest. My God. 41 to 24 to 17 to 16, but he won a majority in every single state. Huh. That's cool. What about California? What'd you do there? 41 to 25, 41. Basically won 41% of the vote in every single state. Kind of funny. And 100% in Michigan. He won Iowa barely. New Hampshire. South Carolina. Canada details for the Republican nominee. I'm already looking at it. So Brad Gui will be facing off against current president Biff Knowles. So it's going to be an interesting race to watch. And then just to see what we're dealing with, an hour race. Yeah, we're going to win by a pretty substantial margin. Canada history. Oh, yeah. Okay, so before I go through... Sorry, I did not realize what you meant. So, Canada details. History. Senator of Alabama. 3-term Senator of Alabama. Former attorney, legal advisor, and legal intern. And then candidate in the primary, and then Republican nominee for president in 2028. But he is a current senator of the state of Alabama. He is he's a ranking member of the Native American Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Energy and Natural Resource Committee, and the Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee, and then the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee, which you can't even be on those committees, but I guess that's just to make everyone have a committee. Just kind of make it a little more realistic. Let's go ahead and go to the next day. Is this close? Is this close? Oh God, that was a kicker. I was like, what's going on here? I'm not supposed to be losing by if I'm getting below 60% in the safe blue district. I mean, there's an issue. 185,000 votes, 73% of the vote. I won by a very safe margin. And then let's watch this presidential election. Yeah, boy, right there. Again, Biff Knowles wins Georgia. Can he win Texas? Can he win Texas? Is that a possibility? Let's watch. Come on, Texas. Damn it! 2-term Democratic president that wins Georgia but cannot win in Texas. That would have been a beautiful Sunbelt sweep right there if he was able to win Texas. I was not able to campaign with them, so that's possibly a reason why he wasn't winning in my district. What margin in Texas? Yeah, that's a good question. President, Texas. Very close. Wow. Oh man, that was. If we could have campaigned with him, we could have totally flipped Tarrant County for him by a couple of points, and he definitely would have won Texas. Man, that is kind of our fault that he did not win Texas. Will you ever run as a Republican? I have. I usually run as a Republican. But I wanted to do the Blue Texas challenge. It's a kind of a fun one. Very same margin, actually. About the same margin that the Republican won in Texas, except it's kind of flipped. So he got the 16 electoral votes out of Georgia. There's even high turnout among Republicans. But he did win. He basically won. Yeah, he won the exact same margin as he did 4 years ago. So we are not going to run for speaker. So the Republicans seem to have kept their majority. Elections, Indiana? Yeah, Indiana was actually really close. Ohio was pretty close. Florida, about the same margin that Trump won in 2016. Did he get 2 in Nebraska? Yes, he did. And then in Maine, the Republican got 1 electoral vote out of Maine. Can you try to flip New Mexico red in this game? Run as a moderate on fiscal issues? Possibly. Yeah, I could actually. That would actually be a really good state to do. I actually am really interested in New Mexico, so it would be interesting to see if I could actually run as a Republican in New Mexico and then possibly run for governor. I want to try to run for governor in New Mexico, so that would be a interesting place to try to run as a Republican in. South Carolina was actually really close. West Virginia was very close. Kentucky was close. Look how close Kentucky was. Wait, Kentucky? Wait, what the heck was I clicking on before? I literally clicked on something. Indiana? I guess I clicked on Indiana. Damn it. I thought Kentucky was close. I was like, what? Yeah, see, I was totally clicking on Indiana. Mississippi was pretty close. 53 to 46. It's actually... Wow. Oklahoma, Utah, Wyoming. What about Montana? Montana was kind of close. He won by 10 points in Pennsylvania. Alright. So, speaker nominees. Wait, what? Sergio Escobar has become the Democratic nominee for... Oh, that's the nominee. I was like, wait, what? Republicans won by the same margin that they did in the previous election. It's the same. Huh. Elections, House. Democrats are kind of winning in Iowa. They actually won in New Hampshire. Not New Hampshire, Rhode Island. Republicans actually did. What happened in Rhode Island? I think they have like 1 or 2. Neither party gained seats in the House of Representatives. That is rare. Archive, House, view all elections. Go to New Hampshire. Not New Hampshire, Rhode Island. I'm an idiot. So District 1, 55.3. District 2, 50.9. It was a Republican winner, but she's an incumbent. New politician details. Go to profile. Yeah, so it's a split House delegation in Rhode Island. Texas, though. Look at Texas. That's actually very, very blue. And a governor. Wow, look at that. Grayson Cabrera. Bob Barrera. Bob Barrera, he was our House representative. He actually held the seat before us. He ran for governor, and he lost Dallas County. He lost Dallas. He lost Harris. I think the Republican actually treaded into. Wow, look at that. That is a difference right there. The Republican actually kind of like stretched into the Rio Grande Valley. You can see how blue it was whenever I ran for governor. This is whenever I ran. I won the entire Rio Grande Valley, and then the same guy that held the seat that I'm in before ran, lost by an even larger margin than I did, and actually lost several counties within the Rio Grande Valley, including Dallas and Harris counties. It's possible, but yeah, I know. It's Jesus Christ, Bob, don't run for anything. You're gonna lose. Do not run for president. Do not run for president, please. Alright, let's go ahead and select my committees, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this live stream up. We're going to do Ways and Means again, and then we're going to do the Judiciary. So then I should be the ranking member of Tax Policy. And I'll be the ranking member of Crime and Terrorism. And then Caucus Chair. Let's go ahead and throw my hat in the ring again. Oh, I did it! I did it! I did it! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! 45, congratulations on becoming the chairperson of the Moderate Democratic Coalition. As chairperson, you have incredible influence over how members of your caucus will vote on legislation. So long as you have a good enough relationship with your caucus, they will vote as you will on all legislative proposals. Can you give me a recap on when you failed at being governor? I mean, I'm in Texas. But basically, I ran for governor. It was more so, I guess, to get that name recognition out there. I didn't really expect to become the Democratic nominee. But basically, it was more of just kind of like a race to run. And I had lost like 2 elections before that. So I was kind of on a losing streak. But the guy that ran for governor that lost in the Rio Grande Valley, it's kind of funny because we had a conversation about the Rio Grande Valley earlier. But the guy that ran and lost the Rio Grande Valley, he was this guy who held the seat before me. And he retired, so I got into his seat, won the primary by a pretty substantial margin. And before I go, I'll go ahead and go through my election history. So let's go down. So, Texas House of Representatives, District 33. Texas, wait. Is that correct? Yeah, I guess that's a... Okay, so I guess it's just saying the Texas House. Because that makes it look like the State House. But Bob Barrera ran. He was an incumbent, and I ran against him. Didn't do that well. And then I ran in the gubernatorial race, got about 36% of the vote, about 10 points more than my opponent. And then whenever I ran for governor, I got into the Democratic nomination, got up to 48.6% of the vote. I won Dallas County, Travis, Bexar County. Actually, I think Oh no! Hang on, I need to look at that election map again. I think that guy lost Bear County, because if he if he lost Bear County out of all of the other counties, not only is he losing in Dallas County, he's losing Bear County. But yeah, like, I mean, I won Cameron County, I won Harris County, whatever county this is, south of Harris. If someone can tell me what that is. And then I ran for House again, won by a very substantial margin in my first primary, and then won the election unopposed. And then ran again, and then ran again. I was actually opposed in this one, and then I won 73% of the vote. So what I want to do, I'm going to go over here. Yep. Jesus Christ, Bob Barrera, you are awful at your job. You lost Bear County. For those who do not know what Bear County is, Bear County, it kind of looks like Bexar County. But Bear County is home to San Antonio, one of the most liberal cities in the state of Texas. I think it's even more liberal than Dallas. Actually, I think Dallas is a little more liberal, but it's basically on par with Dallas. And there is, I mean, if you're losing in Bear County, you suck at your job. I mean, even I could win Bear County, and I suck at this game. So, Bob Barrera, what are you doing? Let's go ahead and look. And this is a guy from my district. Why is it not telling me? Politicians, states. He has to be somewhere. College president, nice. I'm gonna put this guy in my add to favorites. Vote on the budget resolution. Party line vote right there, nice. Alright. House Minority Leader. Alright, so let's go ahead and look to see what we're doing right now. We are history, 3-term U.S. Representative. We are the chair of the Moderate Democratic Coalition. 38 years old, Davis Crawford. And U.S. House Representative. If I actually run for State Senate, if I run for State Senate, I would basically be like the highest level there, so I would have a lot of control over the State Senate if I actually ran for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here. I've been streaming for about 2 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to continue this on another day. So guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys want to see more content like this, just hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any streams that I do, any videos that I make. PG still streaming. Yeah, screaming. Ah! But wow, we have $6.8 million in my campaign funds, and then $761,000 in the bank. But yeah, anyway, guys, join the Discord if you have not. Go ahead and join the Discord so you guys can have conversations about politics and we can have more discussions over there. But anyway, have a good day. Everyone, just leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.